Are you ready to become yourself? For years, dozens of people from all walks of life have turned to this one man, Leslie Tanner, desperate for the tools to reshape their life in our raised, godless world. Utilizing a unique blend of good-natured humor and brass tacks education, his innovative approach has helped innumerable people reach new levels of consciousness and personal power. Leslie Tanner, a controversial but selfless and massively influential figure, defies categorization. Since he and his life-changing program rose to fame, the expert class has desperately attacked him as a clown, snake oil salesman, or predator, attempting to silence him precisely because he is so effective at helping others become happier and more powerful in their own lives. From the most challenged, the mentally ill, handicapped, women, and mentally retarded, to the most successful athletes, entertainers, business owners, medical doctors. Regardless of your station, Leslie Tanner has committed his life to giving you the tools you need to transform your life. So, are you tired of being in near constant emotional and physical pain? If you could snap your fingers and have $1 million, would you do it? Is there a you buried deep inside whose power and will yearn to be expressed?
It's a whole life-changing program.
If they get half of what I got out of this program, they're going to have a much happier life.
It was fun. I really loved doing the program. I loved learning about myself. It was just amazing.
So if you have an interest in transforming your life once and for all, come along. I have so much to show you. In a moment, you'll have the opportunity to call the number you'll see on the screen and speak to me, Leslie Tanner, directly. Together, we'll tackle the most critical issues related to unlocking your true individual power and reaching your fullest potential. Let today be the first day of the rest of your life. Welcome to Explorations. Namaste, my explorers. It is me, Leslie Tanner, host, creator, and founder of the most effective personal power program in the country, Explorations with Leslie Tanner. As you see on the screen right now, tonight's topic is a specific kind of topic. Tonight, as I mentioned in the Discord, we will be, quote, pouring one out for a fallen explorer and celebrating a theme on the tip of the tongue of his mind. That is hetero-homo-eroticism. That and much more, tonight on Explorations. Good evening, everyone. How are we all doing? It is me, Leslie Tanner, the host, creator, and founder of the most effective personal power program in the country, Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the program with which we explore the universe, both inside and out, to unlock and unleash the power coursing through our veins, a power that we've known we possess all along, but have been afraid of, ladies and gentlemen, a power that will truly allow us to become stakeholders in our own destiny, to set free that yearning, screaming power, a begging to be set free, actualizing that version of a self somewhere floating around and truly allowing us to become ourselves. How are we all doing? Namaste, chat. How are we all doing? How are we feeling? Let's check in with you guys before we go any further tonight. I want to check in with you all. The most important part of this entire program, you all in the chat, you all that keep me going. Namaste. Need to go back. Blessings and namaste. We got a sub from brother Need to Go Back. Long vagina. His name was Phil. Ladies and gentlemen, as Need to Go Back just broached the topic of tonight. Namaste. Namaste to brother Need to Go Back, but all night we'll be sending a warm, damp, firm namaste to a fallen explorer. Ladies and gentlemen, we begin today on a serious note. For the first time in the history of our program, we've lost someone, an explorer. You might have heard Jen mention it last week, or Need to Go Back mention it just now, or heard through the grapevine on Twitch or Discord. A handful of us explorers knew about it, but I deliberately did not want to mention it on stream until tonight, out of a genuine respect and privacy for his family. Recently, we suddenly and tragically lost someone who had been a part of explorations for nearly the entirety of the program's life on Twitch. As a former brother of Devoted Light, he not only put the program to work in his life through our archive, which is available to everyone on patreon.com, he and other early adopters of the program explorations witnessed the archive grow from nothing to the robust library and community that we enjoy today. This explorer, known for his dogged silliness, resilient spirit of levity, an early explorer, like I said, with a certain, I guess you could call it outsized influence, someone who undeniably was spiritually fit and athletic, although I suppose technically physically obese. Of course, I'm speaking about our Phil Z74 and his recent passing. Some of us grew to know him very well on here in Discord, messaging, hooting and hollering in a VC. If you didn't hoot and holler with a Phil Z74 while you had a chance on a VC, then you missed an event. He was also known for his many appearances in competitions on infatuations and, well, I suppose there's no easy way to put this, but losing pretty consistently on infatuations. He was not that was not one of his talents by any stretch of the mind. All of us knew him as someone who cherished the realized power and freedom granted to him by this program, the most effective personal power program in the country, Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Real quick, subscription from Dirty Smith. Namaste, Dirty Smith. Explorer, general position. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Namaste to Dirty Smith. Oh my goodness, and you know what? In the spirit of Phil, who wouldn't love a little bit of jazz? What a perfect time for a little bit of a Jazz Express. Toot toot. Toot toot, everybody. Perfect timing. Namaste to twitch.tv and namaste. Phil would absolutely love that in the middle of a genuine, heartfelt remembrance introduction for the evening, that we said fuck it. We said fuck it and celebrated the Mormon faith, the Mormon contribution to our culture, and played a little bit of jazz. Namaste. I can hear the reverberations of one of the several times Phil Z74 got caught on a call during a Jazz Express. Started doing a little bit of scat. Namaste. And was it a soulful scat that he shared? Yes. Was it an adept exploration of the human soul through the majesty of Mormon jazz? And let's get that right. Mormons gave us jazz. There's another group that likes to take credit for it, and let's not besmirch the true originators of jazz music, just like we would not besmirch Phil Z74's name tonight on Night of All Nights. We are going to give credit, celebration, and remembrance of Phil Z as we do to the gift of jazz from the Mormons. Don't let anybody take that away. yes, namaste. Blue, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You can imagine Phil Z74. Little angel wings. Namaste. Lord in heaven. I know it was very serious just a moment ago, but I am sexually arousing myself. As we also focus up and get ready to devote, to explore, and commit ourselves to the exploration of a theme that was always on the tip of our Phil Z74's mind. Something that I'm referring to tonight as Hetero-Homo-Eroticism. That is homosexuality through the lens of a 100% straight, definitely not a gay guy mindset. So if you can imagine homosexuality as they've spent decades and decades and decades, those people, trying to reclaim homosexuality and how we discuss it with, books and movies and all that. Well, we're taking the lead from Phil Z74 tonight, and we are claiming it back for the heteros. It is hetero-homo-eroticism tonight. So if you're straight, go ahead. I'd love to hear you explore that with me in a skit or a discussion. And if you are gay, then you are perhaps the best position to explore it exactly as we will. In the name of Phil Z74, you know what it's like to live a life as understood by someone who is different from you. And so that this should be really easy to tap in with you. Namaste. Namaste. Blessings and namaste. So to continue with my prepared statement for Phil Z74. Just a brief statement for Phil Z74. As he's been here, he had been here for so long. Fingerprints all over. However, when I learned of his passing about a week and a half ago, I searched my heart for how to approach this sensitive subject, one that deserves a sense of dignity and humility. Not only was he an explorer and brother of devoted light, but God damn it, he was a real human being. I decided that we should conduct ourselves in honor of that as if he were here right now, guided by the same principles that made this place such a spiritually fertile and cherished place while he shared his time with us. With that in mind, I've put together a special night through which to remember and celebrate a life cut down short and brutishly by an apathetic and unjust universe. Tonight we'll explore a topic on the tip of Phil's tongue with nearly all of his communal visions and phone calls. Something I'm, as I said before, referring to as hetero-homo-eroticism, the expression of gay sexual attraction through the lens of a 100% heterosexual, not even gay at all, man. When I open up the lines tonight, we'll explore this topic the way Phil Z74's lingering memory and energy commands of us. Real quick, Grandpa Liquor subscription blessings and namaste. R.I.P. Phil. R.I.P. Phil from Grandpa Liquor. Namaste to you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Grandpa Liquor. So when I open up the lines tonight, we'll explore this topic the way Phil Z74's lingering memory and energy commands us to. And the way Phil would send a communal vision or call up and cough and tell me how sexually attracted to me he was, yet how straight he still remained. We will explore this topic confusingly, inexhaustibly, and with a little bit of humor on the side. Real quick communal vision. Linger on these nuts. Fram we are. Linger on these nuts. Getting us started in a true Phil-Z kind of sort of chaotic fashion. Namaste to you. Namaste to Frame We Are. Blessings and namaste. I hope to see more of that tonight. Real quick affirmation for fellas. If you're worried, if you're worried, you should be. Straight up. There it is. If you're worried, you should be. It's your job. Here we go. Confusingly, inexhaustibly, and with a little bit of humor on the side. Real quick affirmation for fellows. Listen, go ahead and shave your nuts, but you should be ashamed of it. Real quick, let's go ahead and get that. Let's get that another OM Godspeed, getting us back. Okay. If you're thinking about shaving your nuts, go right ahead. Nothing wrong with that, but you should allow yourself to feel the freedom of shame with that action. Namaste. I'm going to do one more because I see a lot of boobs. I see a lot of men clamoring for a sort of, as Phil Z74, really communicated to us over and over again, his sort of passion, his inherent passion for boobs and breasts. Namaste. Boobs, there we go. Pour with the boobs on the screen. People requesting communal visions with the simple word boobs, 80085, as you would type on a calculator, as Phil shared with us time and time again. Listen, 8008S. Do not let anyone put you in your head about how and how much you're attracted to breasts and how motivated you are by breasts. Duncan did it with a communal vision. Namaste. Thank you so much, Duncan. When you pull out your boobs at a Saltgrass Steakhouse, you might get more honey butter. Duncan did it, kind of just really got a communal vision, more of a trick of the trade. Duncan did it just admitting freely that he exposes his breasts at a Saltgrass Steakhouse. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but you get more honey butter that way. More honey butter if you show at least a single breast. At least, does it work for a single breast, or are we talking about two? Is it got to be a two-breast deal? Does it got to be a two-breast deal? Namaste. Side breast, truffle butter. Okay, namaste. All right, I see a lively discussion in the chat right now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me go ahead and finish my opening statement real quick about Phil Z74, and then we'll open up the lines. We'll open up the lines wide open to discuss our theme this evening, Hetero-Homo-Eroticism. In the spirit of Phil Z74, we're pouring one out tonight for an explorer lost, tragically, brutishly. And we are exploring homosexuality through the lens of a 100% straight, not gay at all guy. Namaste. Okay. So we're going to explore this, but I'm not stopping there. Phil and I would message intermittently behind the scenes of explorations, and every once in a while the topic of a compound would come up in conversation. As it does in chat, real quick communal vision from Orchestar. Namaste, Orchestar. That little girl from Salt Lake City, 2 quart legs and 2 rubber titties, loves electricity, but she burns off gas. Got a V8 pussy and a Cadillac ass. Wow. Wow. There's always something really special about what Orchestar shares. There's always something, got that little bit of that trademark stank on it. There's a depth to Orchestar's visions and sharings. And namaste. Namaste. That was beautiful. I genuinely appreciate that. Now, as we will be devoting our evening to Phil Z74 and his enduring memory and energy through hetero-homo-eroticism, the word boobs will come up. I'm sure we're going to hear more than a couple just introductory coughs on the phone. But I'm not stopping there. Phil and I would message intermittently behind the scenes of explorations, and every once in a while the topic of a compound would come up in conversation. Half jokingly and half serious, we'd discuss our shared visions of the compound to come for us all to live in. How great it will be for a few weeks before devolving into the most hideous and abusive of conditions until the final irrevocable tragedy that will come to define our community. After reflecting on these messages with Phil, I've decided that in the physical compound itself, we will have an entire room named in his honor. That's right, folks. In the compound to come, in the community center to come, we'll have a room named in Phil Z74's honor. A room in which we will be able to celebrate his enduring memory and those of all future lost explorers. However, until then, I will officially christen a room in our humble Discord server, a space in which I invite everyone watching right now. We can all celebrate Phil and, as I said, all future lost explorers. May their untapped power and potential be inevitably forgotten. I encourage you all to post your favorite clips, calls, communal visions, or anything else that reminds you of Phil Z74, and what will heretofore be known as the Phil Z74 Zero Penis 4XL Hall of Dead Guys, sponsored by Franzia. Now, later, or at any point in the future, celebrate with me the life and enduring memory of Phil, and in his name, all future lost explorers. Namaste. I'm going to go ahead and hit create channel on that right now. It is in the Discord. Pin a message. Welcome to the Phil. The Phil Z 74 Zero Penis 4XL All of Dead Guys, sponsored by Franzia. Please feel free to celebrate the enduring memory and energy of both Phil Z74 and future fallen explorers. Namaste. All right, there we go. Pierogi University, namaste. Thank you for your communal vision tonight. I bet Leslie's ball sack smells like a bulb of garlic. PZ742024. Namaste. Thank you so much. And Pierogi, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I have not showered in, I don't know, it gets stinky pretty fast. It's been about 20 hours. So guys, please join me in posting any clips. If you remember a clip from back in the day, you remember a communal vision, my moderators and producers have been on the hunt for some clips and little screenshots and what have yous, and we'll be putting them in the Hall of Dead Guys, aka the Phil Z74 Zero Penis 4XL Hall of Dead Guys, sponsored by Franzia. Namaste. All right, the line is open. 872-205. Framley Yard. Tonight's presentation is brought to us by Franzia, the world's most popular wine. With 34 glasses in every 5L box, you run out of glasses before you run out of wine. Franzia, smart move. And thank you, Franzia, for sponsoring this for us tonight. Namaste to you. Sunshine Melody, I loved my infatuations date. I went on with him. It was fun, and I will cherish the memories forever. What a bright light. Went out too soon. I'd love to hear from some of you tonight. I'd love to hear from some of the, so if you went on a date with Phil Z74, I'd love to hear about it. Duncan did it with a communal vision. Beautiful stuff. I knew a guy that told everyone his balls smelled like blueberries, and when he held out his hand after putting it down the front of his pants, it did indeed smell like a blueberry compote. Tasted that way too. Namaste to Duncan did it. Namaste to Duncan did it. Thank you so much. 872-205-9484, exploring hetero-homo-eroticism. Orchestar. Real quick affirmation for women on Phil night. Real quick affirmation for ladies. Listen, your pussy should smell like shit. I am a legally licensed gynecologist also. For any female explorers looking for like a sort of digital visitation, I'd be happy to work with you, just maybe over Discord or a Zoom call. I could. Legally licensed. I can definitely legally do it. We can set up a time. Basically, we're just going to be... we can do it with the webcam. I've got a whole thing figured out. We can do it with the camera on your laptop. We can do it... You know, I don't even need that many megapixels on the camera, to be honest with you. I could go down to like 2 megapixels of your naked pussy, and I could diagnose whatever's going on, and I can tell how it smells based on what I'm looking at, which is a skill that very few people, let alone men, have. You also reserve the right to refuse after the consultation. You're gonna wait here today. We keep this shut up. No, we're fighting in the chat. Pepperoncini with a communal vision. Can't wait to get this from Pepperoncini. Namaste. Pubes. Pepperoncini, just the word pubes. Namaste. What a tribute to our Phil Z74. What a tribute indeed to our Phil Z74. The word pubes, right? Ladies and gentlemen, does anybody remember your favorite time that he said the word pubes? Does anybody remember your favorite time, not that he said boobs or bubes even, that he just said pubes? I can do boob stuff. It's not my favorite. Ladies, I can do boob stuff. It's not my favorite. I'd rather do pussy stuff. But if you need it, I mean, I'm good at it. I can take a look at them. We got a quick communal vision coming in. Namaste, call. I'll be right with you in just a moment. Audio-visual coochie sniffer. Stone Monster 400. AV, yeah, it's a whole AV thing. It's a whole immersive multimedia thing. That's my approach, a holistic approach, some might call it. It's based, weirdly enough, digital expression of very ancient methods. Digital expression of very ancient methods. Namaste, caller. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Thank you for joining us as our first caller tonight as we explore not just Phil Z74, but hetero-homo-eroticism. How are you doing tonight, caller?
I'm okay.
You're okay. You're doing all right. I know who this is, but go ahead and introduce yourself to chat.
Hi, it's me, Jenny.
Jenny! Jenny, sweetheart. How are you, though?
That was a nice speech that you made for him. I appreciate that.
Right. You were a little worried about it, huh?
Yeah.
You're a little worried about it, but it's all good, right? It's Leslie you're talking about.
I think Leslie did fine.
Leslie did. Leslie did great. Nobody could have done a better job.
No, I feel like, no, I mean, I can think of like, you know, other things you could have said as well, but I mean, it was so-so.
So-so.
Which is
What did I miss? What did I miss? Communal Vision from Pepperoncini. Are you calling in from your bathtub?
I'm not even tonight.
Is that a yes?
No, I haven't bathed since you left. Yeah, I'm afraid to get in that tub. I don't what's wrong. I'm just being honest with you.
Well, the tub, yeah, right on. So you're smelly. You're stinky right now.
No.
You have not bathed in like a week and a half.
No, like.
How long's it been? Mindy knew with a subscription. Hey Jen, do you fart in the bathtub? Phil wanted to know. The program works.
Go back to the drawing board.
All right, back to the drawing board, everybody. Now, Jenny. So you haven't. It's been a little bit. You haven't been in the tub. You won't tell us whether you're in the tub. Communal Vision.
No, I did. I did clean myself.
Oh, you did?
Yes. But I was.
Framuyard, Communal Vision.
I don't even want to hear your friggin' voice tonight, bruh.
Does the pussy stink?
I'm not even in the mood.
You're okay, yeah, don't pay it no mind. Don't pay it no mind, Jenny.
Thanks, Buzz.
Yeah.
I just want to say you did a nice job, and he was, yes, one of the greatest explorers that we'll ever see. And he was also, I just want to, since, he was a beautiful man, and everybody should know that. He was an incredible father, absolutely incredible. And he would come on here and have fun, but he was absolutely amazing. He's one of my most treasured
And wouldn't you know it, a Jazz Express, the second Jazz Express in the 30-minute stream. So listen, I want you to keep going about Phil Z74, but I'm going to accompany you. I'm going to accompany you, all right? You're the star, all right? You're the star. Don't even worry about nothing, but I'm going to be behind you, just sort of supporting what you have to share.
I don't think I feel like doing it, man.
Go ahead. Let your heart sing. I'm not playing nothing. I'm not playing nothing right now. Are you just waiting for the jazz to be over, Jenny?
I don't know.
You know, can I share something with you, Jenny? I shared this with you in a message. before this because I knew you were close to Phil, and I wanted to give you a little sort of heads up about how I was thinking about discussing bringing Phil up and sort of really doing my best to honor Phil's memory.
I'm sorry, I'm crying like a baby.
You keep crying. You keep crying. I'm gonna reiterate something that I told you earlier. I had a version of talking about Phil tonight. I had a version that I was kind of combing over, and it wasn't, I was holding back. I was holding back who I truly am as Leslie. And I could hear Phil in the corners of my mind calling me a huge pussy.
Yes, you did say that.
I was like, I
disagree with that all the way. No, I didn't disagree with that.
I could hear him calling me with that sort of like gravel he had in his voice, calling me, "Why are you being such a pussy?" And I said, "Okay, Phil." I said, "Okay, Phil." So I share that with you.
Yeah.
Have you let Phil call you a pussy yet?
No, he's actually, in what he said to me is, like, don't let this, crumble you.
He said, what was that?
He said, don't let this crumble you, you go out and kick ass.
Don't let this crumble you, you go out and kick ass.
Yeah. He was a gift.
That he was. That he was.
And he just, he loved having fun here.
He did. He loved joking around. He loved messing around. I believe one of the final things that I remember sharing with him was that, remember that guided meditation in which I pretended I was fat and confused? And then he said his son was laughing so much at my impression of him. All right, the jazz is over.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You know what? It's going to take a lot, and we lost a big piece of the puzzle tonight from the beginning. And
so much. Jenna's being a big old puss in the bathtub, moaning and crying, "Let's go, dick butts," from Stone Monster 400.
That's beautiful. And that's the stuff. I really want to solve the point on the important things tonight.
Right.
I might call again, Leslie, but when it was quiet, I just wanted to come here and I wanted to say to him, because I'm afraid of bridges and tunnels, so I couldn't be with him. But friends held it up for us, and I just want to say he's one of the greatest friends that I've ever made in my life. He was a stone cold good friend. His loyalty is incredible, and even when he didn't feel like it, he brought it to the program, and I thank God for him on many levels. I do. He brought me through a lot of times, and other people. He's a good example of what a man should be, even though he liked to say boobs and farts and poop and pee quite a bit.
Which some people would find disgusting.
Or excessive.
Or excessive.
Maybe excessive.
Excessive,
right.
Yeah, sure. I could see
right.
that. I could see that.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
But
listen.
If you know our Filthy, he was top notch, man.
Yeah. Well, listen, Jenny, feel free to call back in later tonight. We're gonna we're gonna be here till frickin' almost midnight. We'll be doing a whole 3-hour thing tonight, as always. So if you got the wind in your sails and want to say something else, maybe make another kind of honestly poorly timed criticism of me and my approach and thoughts, feel free to give us a call.
I really think I was nice about it, but because I didn't think I was going to be. But you got it, dude. No problem. I can get way nastier.
Oh, Lord knows you can. Lord knows you can, Jenny.
Okay.
All right, but listen, call back. Call back whenever you want.
Tonight's Phil's night.
Exactly.
All
Now,
right,
do you want to give a shot to the hetero-homo-eroticism?
No.
You want to pretend like you're
Nope.
a guy and you want to, and you're like searching, you're just like attracted to me?
Oh, you mean like when like Sebastian would get like jealous because we were on the phone, like on the show?
Sure, yeah, you've got a huge,
I think that's
like a
way
real
better
gay, yeah,
example.
like if you could imagine this, imagine Sebastian,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
like straight. I know that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough.
He said that he bangs girls. I told you that, dude.
Yeah, but gay guys fuck girls sometimes.
Yeah. He also did tell me about the other experiences. He said they just did it to him.
That he was raped. Is that what you're saying?
He said he was just laying there.
Was he like?
Because like if he said rape, I'd be like, should we call the police? Like I call the police on you or something?
Man, I mean.
Remember that time I made him stand in the corner when he had his pants down and he peed on the couch?
Yeah.
That.
Oh yeah, we remember that
really
chapter. I remember that.
Like, yeah, way more fitting with tonight's subject. Also, he's going to the slammer.
He's
But
going
we
to
can
prison.
talk about that on what's that?
Yeah, listen. If you want to
Another night.
Yeah, we'll
Tonight's an
save that
important
because that's some juice. There's some juice in that fruit that I want to make sure we suck on real hard.
Okay, or we could say sip tea now, like they say. We used to say sip juice, suck juice in the old days, which I also believe has to do with this theme that you're talking about. But yeah, we can quote unquote sip tea. We're still saying sip tea, I think. All right, Les.
All right.
That was a beautiful speech. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it.
Namaste, Jenny. Have yourself a wonderful, couple minutes until we talk to you again.
Okay.
Namaste. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I could call you tonight?
Yo, what's good, Leslie? You know who it is.
Oh, it's Logan. How are you, Logan?
Doing good. Did you do something with your scan lines, or what the? Am I just like? What's going on there?
No idea what you're talking about.
Like I feel like your video presentation wise, it's like
Sure.
very scan liney today. Like yeah.
Yeah, no
They
idea.
call it the VCR TVs?
I have no control over any of that kind of stuff. I have no idea what. I have no idea. I just show up here.
Oh, okay. Looking good. Anyway, I didn't read what we're talking about. Hetero-Homo-Eroticism.
That's right. That's right.
Oh boy. I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah, I just wanted to mention the scan line stuff, but have you kissed a dude, Leslie? Have you ever kissed a guy?
I've kissed any manner of thing. Yeah, kissed men, women, anything in between. Really during my day, my sort of sexually expressive period of my life, there were no rules. We'll just say that.
What was that tennis move with Zendaya? Challengers. I had a college experience similar to that a little bit, where a girl egged me on to kiss a dude, and then we kissed and stuff, and I don't know.
So it's like Girls Gone Wild.
Well, we're guys.
Is this really about football?
I gotta go, I think. Right?
Why not? Why not? Namaste. And listen, you were terminated. Namaste, get out of here. Fram, we are putting the kibosh. I don't know why the button didn't get triggered. I'll double check that. Yeah, it should be working. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie, it's Little Toaster.
It's Little Toaster. Okay, and so this is not, we know about Toaster. We don't know about Little Toaster. Little Toaster, talk to me. What's up with you? What's your deal?
Hey, I'm just walking around with my little toaster legs and just like running around and stuff because I like to run around and be a little toaster.
All right, sounds good. So Little Toaster, tonight how old are you?
I'm 34.
Okay. So you're little, sort of
I'm tired.
Physically,
I've just been running
right?
around. Yeah, sorry. I'm out of breath.
Pepperoncini with a communal vision. Can't wait to get this perspective. Thanks so much, Pepperoncini. You sound like Rick and Morty.
Do I sound like Rick or do I sound like Morty? Or both of them combined? Whew, I'm so out of breath. I've been running around all day.
All right, so you're 34 years old. How tall are you?
Whew, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Leslie?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, because you weren't really responding to me at all.
No, I have been responding the whole time.
Do you think I sound like Rick or Morty?
You have been terminated. Namaste.
No.
Hypocryptomatic saying bye. Namaste, Hypocryptomatic. Namaste to you. Thank you so much. Genuinely, thank you so much for that termination. And thank you for letting us feel your wishes, your presence. Brother Nipplebottom, is he a Vienna sausage? Honestly, that was one of the, I was thinking of like either a Vienna sausage or I was thinking weirdly enough like a bag of milk like they do in parts of Europe. I saw him as like a little bag of milk. (872-205-9484). Again, I will reiterate, I invite all explorers to commemorate the opening in lieu of a physical compound which is still in the works. I invite everyone to celebrate Phil Z74's enduring memory and energy in our community here. Fingerprints all over this program. I invite you to the Hall of Dead Guys on the Discord server. The full name, of course, being the Phil Z74 Zero Penis 4XL Hall of Dead Guys, sponsored by Franzia, where we call all explorers to celebrate the enduring memory and energy of both Phil Z and future lost explorers. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's up, I can call you?
You can call me L'chaim.
L'chaim, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Is this your first time calling the program?
It is, yes.
Well, namaste, and what a night to be a first night caller. Have you been watching the program for a little bit, or are you new to the whole thing?
You know, I stumbled around it, and I thought it was interesting, and I was wondering how this coincides. Yeah, let me give some background.
Sure.
I'm L'chaim, right? I moved from Brooklyn over to my new state of Arizona. And I'm wondering, where does exploration sort of fit into the Hasidic faith?
Oh, beautifully, beautifully. I love working with the Hasids.
Wonderful. In what ways do you do that?
In what way do I do that?
Yes.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I'll be a straight shooter with you right now. I think that, I've created this personal power program. That's what we're doing here. We are tapping into certain ancient, universal truths, something that we all experience regardless of our, faith-based belief systems or not.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah, there's absolutely no No problem between explorations and any faith, and I designed that deliberately so. I used to be an extremely religious person myself. Now I'm just, I'm searching. I'm in a state of searching, and what is faith without the lack of it? You know what I mean?
That's perfect. I love that.
Mm-hmm. And so how did you find us, L'chaim?
Well, see, I was looking around the internet, finding stuff to celebrate my...
All right. I had I had my finger on the trigger. He hung up, though. He hung up. Namaste, real quick to the they, thems. Listen, there is an infinite number of ways to just stay at a 3 your whole life. And you really explore that infinity. The infinity of mediocrity. There's so much pressure on minorities, be they gender, racial, ethnic, whatever. There's so much pressure on minorities to be special. But what if you're not? What if you are not special? What if you're not talented? What if you're not gifted? Explore the infinity of mediocrity. Namaste. Today's. I give you permission to not be good at anything, go anywhere, and produce anything of value for the rest of your life. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hello, Leslie. How are you?
I'm doing great. Poet, it's great to hear from you. How are you tonight?
I am doing fantastic. That was a beautiful message.
Namaste. Namaste. You felt that. Did that resonate with you?
I don't ever have to or want to do anything productive ever again.
Namaste. Namaste. Look at that. Well, Poet, you're okay because, guys, if you guys don't have the background on this guy's name is Poet. He's got a bone disorder that his joints are fusing together. So he doesn't want to produce stuff, and luckily, he's not going to be producing anything anytime soon.
Indeed. Just a little bit of inconvenience for other people.
Mm-hmm, exactly. It's sort of burdensome, a burdensome existence on people, existing really limited to the extent to which people want to assist and help you. That's right.
Indeed, indeed. How are you?
Have you ever done gay stuff?
Yes.
Okay. And are you straight or what are you? What's your deal?
I like genitals on my face.
It could be a pussy or it could be a dick.
Indeed.
Namaste to that. Namaste to that. So what word would you pick? If you had to pick a damn word, what the hell are you?
Gender fluid. Fluid. Human. Yeah, human seems to work. It doesn't really matter to me. The dick doesn't know who's sucking it, does it?
Now that is an interesting thing to say. Now, ladies and gentlemen, do we say, is it gay or is it straight to subscribe to the belief that the dick does not know who or what is sucking it? What do we think? You think that's gay or straight? That belief cannot be both. Kukupai says, great caller. Someone's celebrating you tonight, Poet.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
You're handicapped. When was the last time you got laid, though?
8 months ago.
8 months ago?
8 months ago. Yes.
Did you pay for it?
Sir. No, I only had to do that once.
All right, had to. What does that mean? You just really wanted to fucking...
ended up in a room, and then I just thought it was a thing that we were going to do, but it turns out, no. I misread the situation.
One Ron Chef with the communal vision, it's imperative that one keep their eyes closed tightly when receiving oral. What do you think about that statement?
Sometimes you don't want to know who's sucking it.
That's true. Has that ever happened to you?
More than once. But hey, free place to sleep is a free place to sleep.
So you sucked dick to sleep inside. Am I hearing that accurate?
Both ways.
Well, interesting. And would that be gay or straight? You know, that's interesting to say. If if you're trying to survive in a very literal physical sense, does it count? Does it count whether you're being gay or straight, or are you just doing what's necessary? Is a certain necessity that trumps the gay or straightness?
So that's partially why I called in, because I do consider myself honestly mostly hetero.
There we go. Okay.
But I've done things out of necessity and just to try it, because curiosity is worth exploring.
I hear you, right? Curiosity killed the cat, which I have taken to mean as a therapist is that curiosity kills the cat in the mind of the straight man. So if you start sucking dick, you can actually, it's a slippery slope. You don't want to have sex with
a hell of a drug.
Namaste. Namaste to that. Namaste to that. So tonight we are devoting ourselves to hetero-homo-eroticism. Do you have anything else to share on the topic tonight?
Let people be beautiful and let the ugly ones be ugly. Namaste.
Namaste. Beautiful stuff, poet. Namaste. Yeah, all right. So thank you for responding, everybody that responded to my question. That's hetero, says Sunshine Melody. Most hetero sounds gay from Tropes. Then Impulse Power, you know, bringing up a really interesting debate that's been raging, not in just this community, but I think in most of academia since time immemorial. The question of whether male masturbation is for homos. Whether it's gay. Is it gay to jack your penis off? Now, if there was a question that I wish Phil's U74 was here to, you know, just give him the runway, right? Let him expound. Give him minutes on minutes on minutes of airtime to explore the question of whether male masturbation is gay. I don't think there's another person in this community that I would like to hear more than Phil Z74 right now. Communal vision. If it's gay to jack my penis off, then go ahead and call me John Travolta, says Nindy New. So Nindy New then also calling John Travolta a gay man. Which is, you know, which is sound to me. He's been what's the status of that? What's the status of that? Do we got pics of anything?
In my mind's eye, I
Quick quote,
imagine
one moment,
a
caller.
compound for us all to live in. Rooms with high-pitched piercing drones, cold rooms that smell like shit, a shooting range for slurs. All of them. I give us 6 weeks before the wheels come off.
And now, in addition to the compound, the Phil Z74 Zero Penis 4XL Hall of Dead Guys, sponsored by Franzia. Namaste. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you tonight? Caller, you there? There, I hear you. Who is this? What's your name?
Hello. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
What's something I could call you tonight, caller?
Vanilla. Vanilla.
Vanilla. Your name is Vanilla. Well, it's great to meet you, Vanilla. Is this your first time calling the program? Lord, do I wish we had a robust platform that would allow young men like that the expressions in their heart, but unfortunately, this is twitch.tv. We got to keep that leash on. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's up, Mike? I call you today?
Leslie, it's Fisk.
Fisk, it's great to hear from you. How you doing tonight?
I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding out of all my orifices. I haven't eaten anything. I'm really like hyper and sleepy and tired.
Hyper, sleepy, tired, bleeding from every orifice, and you haven't eaten yet today. Is that accurate?
No, that was a lie. I had like 3/4 of a protein bar and dark chocolate.
3/4 of a what bar was that?
Of like a barbell protein bar.
A marble protein bar?
A barbell.
Barbell is the brand. That's the brand.
Yeah.
And some dark chocolate. Well, is that all you've eaten today?
No, I drank some like ginger. I drank like ginger drink, and then like I drank one of those like caustic turmeric ginger shots with like cherry juice or something, because I'm like in pain and nauseous, so I like need those things.
Right, sort of natural remedy for your nausea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you prefer natural, what we refer to as natural remedies, as opposed to, you know, more like, I guess, Western medicine?
I mean, I think ginger is pretty accepted in Western medicine, but I do prefer it because I feel like a lot of the like stuff you get over the counter, like it's just kind of like just like lessens the symptoms. Like you're not like, you know, like if you're inflamed, you should just like let yourself be, like you should like treat the actual inflammation, not just like make yourself feel less, like just like trick your body into feeling like you're not inflamed, you know?
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing that with us tonight, giving us an idea of where you're coming to us from. It's been a little bit since we've heard from you, Fisk.
Yeah.
Yeah. What have you been up to? Give us a little rundown. Give us all a little update on what's been going on with Fisk lately.
Just like stupid shit, like drama with my friends, and like running around in the middle of the night, like going, like trying to go to places and do stuff. Drawing pictures, reviewing, doing exercises, doing creative exercises, and just not eating properly. Yeah.
Not eating properly at all. It sounds
not jerking off enough. Not jerking off enough.
I always say, get those numbers up. What's stopping you from jerking off more, Fisk?
Well, I was, but then I just got like tired of it. Like I don't like cleaning up afterwards.
That's when the discipline comes in. Fisk.
No, but like it's just like too much. Like
no,
I don't want to be disciplined.
No, but exactly. That's exactly when the sort of the discipline and the sort of determination comes in, right? I mean.
Yeah, but I feel like for me, like I used like it's the opposite, where like actually discipline involves jacking off less. But then but then the way that I got to jacking off less is not have discipline. It's just being like kind of lethargic about it.
Well, I mean, you stop jacking off, and look, you're sucking cherry juice out of little cherry pits. You're doing this, that, and the other, eating Baker's chocolate. You're not well, and you need to get those numbers up.
No, I would do that even if I was. Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, in order for me to like really, because there are very, very, very few exceptions to my prescription and rule that everyone needs to be masturbating as much as they possibly can, even more. So Monster 400, make up new winter exercises, winter jacking with friends.
I don't think my friends want to winter jack with me. I think they're, well, actually that's not true, but it's just not going to work out because everyone is so like energetically erratic. It's hard to schedule things,
Mm-hmm. You know what regulates
I don't know.
energy?
What?
Jacking off. Like 15 times a day.
Okay.
Where were your numbers at when you decided you needed to stop?
I don't know, like, to be honest, probably like once a week. Like, or like once every 2 weeks. I just wait until like it gets too much.
That is so dangerous. Listen, we just lost somebody, Fisk. We just lost somebody, and I'm not playing games with this sort of stuff. You got to get those numbers up.
Okay, how about, like, what if I did once a week instead of once every 2 weeks? Is that okay?
I suppose, but we need to take a very hard look. You and I need to sit down and we need to look at your nutrition. We need to look at your social circle. We need to look at, how much sunlight you're getting, not getting. We need to look at the whole person holistically and then determine what is going on, because you should be jacking off. That you're not jacking off once a day is one of the most serious red flags that I have as a medical practitioner. Stone Monster 400, humble that bumble of nerves. So that he's called humble bumbling, is what he calls jacking off. The Cougar Pie also had a communal vision for you, Fisk. Cougar Pie says, jacking with friends is gay. Any response?
So, like, what's the problem? I thought you were gay.
No, she is. She's maybe our, I would say our most prevalent lesbian, for sure.
Yeah, but she's assuming that she's just saying that because she thinks that jacking off in a heterosexual way is gay, because she thinks that when she's attracted to men, that it's homosexual. But I'm just, I don't know if that applies to me. And like, also, like I said before, like, I don't think I said this, but I would be fine with, that's fine. Like, I am gay, I'm straight when I'm gay, and I'm gay when I'm straight, and then when I'm gay, then, whatever. Doesn't matter.
So you're extremely well equipped to explore tonight's theme, hetero-homo-eroticism. So in this, we're celebrating Phil Z74 and his extremely untimely passing. Communal vision from Nindy New. Nindy New says, everyone please bust 2 nuts to your favorite celebrity crush tonight. In honor of Phil, namaste. P.S. Mine is Mrs. Taylor from Home Improvement.
Mrs. Taylor, I thought that was a, isn't it like a children's like YouTuber?
I don't know.
Taylor from
Mrs. Taylor? Is that a children's YouTuber? Can anyone confirm this? In chat, please. Mrs. Taylor. Yeah, Nindy's News says also her. Pepper and Cheney says Hamas supports Miss Rachel.
Oh, that's Miss Rachel. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. You're confusing it too. What do you think about the Hamas supporting Miss Rachel, sending her funding?
I think it's fine. Like, they can do what they want.
Right. They're adults.
If you like, okay, like you have like a limited amount of money and that's like really what you want to do, like you should do it. Like everyone needs like celebrity endorsement, and like,
right.
It's just part of the job.
Wow. Yeah, everybody, listen, everybody's got a patron, everyone's got a celebrity supporter. You take it where you can get it. Miss Rachel receiving direct monetary support from Hamas. You might have your thoughts about it, but they're consenting adults, and it's homophobic not to support them. Or is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Communal vision. Larry hates Miss Rachel because she sells products in stores, not knowing that goes directly to supporting terrorism against Israel.
Who fucking cares what Larry thinks, okay? I don't give a fuck what Larry thinks. I don't even know if he really exists or not. I don't believe that he actually exists. I think this is like a hallucination that everyone is having. Like, everyone is having a hallucination about this guy, like, oh, is this guy named Larry Piljar? Mostly, I think it's Pepperoncini hallucinating about him, and then everyone else is just kind of like feeding off of that hallucination. I'm not here to entertain that. I just want, I do. So I'm changing the subject. Like, I think you did a really good job of picking the theme tonight, because there was something like hetero-homo, like the Ouroboros of like not knowing if you're straight or gay. There was something like going on there with Phil. Yep. I remember, like, I'm not in his Discord server anymore, but I feel like I remember him being like, like, I'm straight but I'm gay. Like, also I'm gay, but like, am I?
No, I think you really hit the nail on the head. An Ouroboros is a perfect, snake eating its tail, sort of perfect analogy for the sexuality of Phil Z74. Rest in peace. I think, I would like to think that if he could see us sort of really getting into the details of all of his past chat phrases and all of his history on various Discord servers to determine, the shape of his sexuality and arriving at an Ouroboros. So I would imagine he would be he would probably be more for it than against it, but also probably a little against it.
And I don't know if he ever like came to accept himself and his straight homosexuality, but like, I guess that's the good thing about never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. I just think he was a good representation of that phenomenon. And I'm glad that he was there to be an incarnation of it and have that experience in his incarnation.
Well,
it's a sacred thing. It's a sacred thing.
And to kind of just put a little cherry on the top of what you're sharing with us right now, Fisk. I, as a therapist, as a sort of sexual consultant as well, in addition to gynecology and these things in my community, it is my foundational belief that sexuality is not meant to be accepted or resolved in any way. It is the base animal that we should be revolted by. And Phil Z74 sort of back and forth, hetero-homo, homo-hetero, I'm gay for you, but I'm straight. I've clearly, had children, but I tell Leslie that, I'd love to shave your legs, or, things that he says to me like that, or said to me like that. I think a perfect little nugget of what sexuality should be in all of us.
How many times did he say that?
Oh, he said some variation of that many over the course of years. Are we counting private messages?
Yeah.
I mean, dozens of times over the course of 3 to 4 years.
He also told, I remember my internet wasn't working very well, but I do remember he said something about, he did say something about how he'd think my farts would smell good. And that is also very nobody knows what I have going on down there.
That's a question mark. That's a question mark. That he's got a question mark. He had a question mark in his soul, as we all should have in our souls.
That is the process of continually existing when you have that sexuality. Is just never coming to a conclusion, just constant, endless wrestling with yourself.
Exactly. It's so powerful. The question mark is powerful. Question. Now I'm gonna say second tenet. Well, listen, Fisk, I want to thank you for making some time for us tonight. Welcome back to the server. And hey, listen, don't be a stranger, all right? I always appreciate and enjoy our calls together. I know you're a little ambivalent about it, but I love them.
Okay. I will. And I will not be a stranger. I will talk about jacking off.
Please, please, I'm really worried about you. I'm really worried about you.
Okay, well, you probably will have to You will probably have to continue to worry. That's all I'm saying.
All right, well, that's my job then. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I'll talk to you later then.
Namaste, Fisk. You know, bringing up that topic of masturbation numbers, I can't help but wonder, what were Phil Z's masturbation numbers? What were Phil Z74's masturbation numbers? And I can't help but wonder if he was getting up to 15, 16, 17 times a day, like I had been working with him, life would always get in the way, right? He had a very busy personal life, committed father, as Jen said, a beautiful man. But people think I'm joking around when I say you need to get your jack-off numbers up. I use the word jack-off to relate to everybody. Medical terms are sort of off-putting. You need to get those jack-off numbers up. Must have been sky high. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's up, Mike, and call you tonight?
Pepperoncini.
Pepperoncini, welcome back to the program. Pepperoncini, how are you doing tonight, brother?
I'm doing all right. I'm glad we have this moment to share as a program.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, I wanted to wait a little bit of time to give the privacy and respect that that everybody that knew Phil Z personally, but when it came time, I knew that we needed to devote some of our energy towards the enduring memory and energy of Phil Z74.
Yeah, I'm glad we have this moment here for that. And that the topic is so relevant.
100%. I mean, I think we all can remember a time that Phil Z74 either shared a communal vision or called up or any sort of, I'm sure any of us could just recall an interaction of him being confusingly hetero-homo-erotic. Pierogi University, caller, can you tone down the lisp?
Thank you, Pierogi. Thank you. Beautiful.
Beautiful. So we're getting into some hetero-homo-eroticism tonight. Can you recall a time that Phil Z was outwardly, expressed a sort of gay mindset, gay feeling, but in a straight way, still 100% straight, not gay guy at all?
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think that's a special, unique thing to the heterosexual to mostly heterosexual community, is the bonding and joy around homoerotic things.
There's something to that, right? There's something to the way straight people like to bond around homosexual things.
Yes. I mean, as early as, kids talking about sticking their fingers up their butts.
Sure.
To changing their friends' wallpapers to Goatsy and their homepage to Goatsy, and downloading Goatsy onto their hard drive, and Loopback and Meat Spin and Lemon Party, and talking about just saying I'm gay and I'm a gay guy, and talking about how you're gay, and making songs about making songs gayer and about that sort of stuff. Phil embodied that spirit. He is like a muse or like an elemental of that spirit, in my opinion.
Framware with a communal vision, penis Jeep.
Yeah, exactly.
Confusing, inexhaustible, yet unquestionably hetero-homoerotic. Now, This he truly was. I think you're really nailing on something that I'm glad that somebody brought up tonight. Somebody brought up the exact shape of what, because we could say hetero-homo-eroticism and explore that on our own terms, but to really be upfront and have explored that with Phil while he was alive with us was something to behold. The actual ins and outs of him making songs about gay stuff, and like you said, making jokes about being gay, wanting to cuddle with men and have sex and kiss men, but being straight and honestly, if he had the mind to write down even like a fraction of his body of work in that realm, I think we'd be looking at like a timeless composer kind of situation.
Yeah, one thing I really regret is Phil was a software engineer, and there was a time that we looked through the stuff that he had written to kind of like he was storing essentially the chat from Leslie. I think it was just turned on, and so there's somewhere on a computer in his house his written work sitting in the database somewhere that will likely never see the light of day again unless somehow his family stumbles upon it, but I find that unlikely. And that breaks my heart, truly. Not a joke or anything, but just to know that there's his written works that I think, there's, we did, Toaster and I would do Talking Tanner, which he hated that I would mention. He hated it so much.
It did. It pissed him off. It pissed him off. You guys had a sort. It would get heated between you two, time and time again.
Yeah, but he would come and he would watch it, and one of the things was he would always be in our top 5 of the communal visions for the night. Often because there were so many, he just, he had so many just gems. He would have like 3 on there at some point.
Especially, and he had those. Yeah. There was a quality to his communal visions that I really like that both of you guys at Talkin' Tanner really illuminated for us, that there's quality to his communal visions, and that really brought to light the quality that would, sometimes sneak by. He had this character of like a straight gay, but and also like drunk, like kind of goblin guy. And that might lead you to discounting the quality of what he's sharing. But upon further reflection, as you guys covered in Talking Tanner, there was something there, right? There was a diamond in the rough. He was a little too good at the character and hid his quality.
And he would bring it. I wouldn't say the way that the show is so chaotic, and he would drop these things that were just like contained within themselves, could just drastically change the energy at any moment that was going on. You have a boring caller, right? You have a caller that's talking too much about themselves or too into themselves. You could just bring it to a screeching halt and break out of that. And it would be funny. It would be something funny. It would, the chat would respond to it. And that's what I was getting to was, I went back and looked through a lot of our notes from previous Talking Tanners, and there are a lot of communal visions in there from him. And there were some where I was just laughing out loud. And I thought, I don't know if it would be okay, but we have the
oh my goodness, yes,
to share those.
Well, Duncan did it gifted a sub right now to Phil Breast's Loving Club, and the funny thing about that username is the Loving Club, not just for Phil the way Phil would love breasts, but also those that sort of devotion to those that maybe felt affection for Phil's breasts himself, the breasts that he carried on his body. Namaste to you. Duncan did it. Very generous of you. But yes, as you were saying, Pepperoncini, I think I speak for everybody in chat right now. we would love to hear some of your favorites from your notes from Talking Tanner.
Yeah, I am trying to pull them up. I managed to close it like right at the wrong moment. Just give me 1 second, and so maybe vamp for me.
I'll
Leslie,
vamp for you.
Just...
Listen, I think as Flying Vita or Fram is the username's pink right next to Flying Vita, but Fram We Are just pointed out we'll never see communal visions like that again. And listen, we've watched a handful of people attempt to emulate it. You know, everybody thinks that they can to some extent, right? Like, how difficult was it? Well, get in the engine, right? Start trying to rebuild the engine. You can't do it. Not as easy as you thought, right? There was something there. There was something ephemeral there. There was something.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you need me to keep going?
No, I got it.
Okay.
That was perfect, Leslie. Absolutely perfectly timed.
Wonderful.
So yeah, these are just. I'm not going to give context to any of these. I'm just going to say the communal vision. I hope that works for you.
Please.
Okay. I do believe I have a boner.
Perfect.
Santa has genitalia too. Ladies and gents, get on that lap parade. Maybe try men's underwear. That'd switch it up.
Uh-huh.
I want chicken. I want liver. Mary Lou, please deliver. Hey, poet, did your mother ever give you an NES and then burn it in front of you? Anyone have wet dreams in that you wake up having your roommate giving you an involuntary golden shower?
That's a good one. These are great. This is a body of work. Continue. I'm loving this.
Frank, are you confusing heroes with Brazilian skin tags? Caller, if herpy were a crayon, what color would it be?
Herpy. And note the subtle nuance of herpy singular, not herpy plural. That's inspired.
Yes. I have some advice for Duncan. Try talking like a normal person instead of a pubic merkin incarnate.
See, to me, that's a good example of when he got confusing, right? He was good. He had the drunken boxer sort of rhythm to his visions that would throw you off the trail a little bit.
Yes. Yeah, there was a lot of that where we just didn't know. And you didn't need to at the end of the day. If you just really examined that as its own thing sometimes, and then the context in which it was dropped, I think there's a beauty to that, truly.
Right. It is. It's some people have that gift and some people don't. The sensitivity to rhythm and expectation like that, that's a talent.
Yes. Hey, Jim, Jam, or whatever. You kind of sound like an Ultimate Warrior impersonator. Do you wear makeup and or neon suspenders? Oh, wow. Okay. And then this was a classic one. We would get these a lot. Are you sure you're not Jen? It sounds like you've been mauled by a dog and sucked off homeless dudes. And they talked on the phone every day.
Right. They were close. They were close, and still Phil Z, when hearing Jen, or even not Jen, on a call, would find an opportunity to just really go for the jugular on old Jen-O-Matic.
That's right. And that one was, and specifically that she was sucking off homeless dudes.
Right. Yeah. Honestly, you know, and I think this is something that Jen might forget sometimes, that as that motif sort of really wore on her over time, I don't know if she remembers accurately exactly how much responsibility Phil Z74 bears for keeping that idea alive. Onion Plug, thank you so much for the sub. 11 months. We're almost at a year with Brother Onion Plug. Namaste to you, Brother Onion Plug. Thank you so much for that support, and thank you for being with us tonight. But yeah, I mean, Jen, I don't know if you're listening.
I think I saw an Onion Plug's first call. I think was about sucking off his grandpa or something like that. Right? Like, it just fits. Wonderful. Just fits in. I was just reading about that today. That's so funny. Yeah, let me continue with these. If
Please,
that's okay.
please, yeah. Do you have a couple more?
I have 57 of them. Because we loved them. They went up in the top 5 that often. But I'll stop. I'm trying to narrow down on the best ones at this point.
The juicers.
Yeah, and here's one, which is, I had a super huge poop, and while I was passing it out, my sphinx hurt so good by John Mellencamp. Come on, is this a good example? I don't know what the context of that was.
I don't know, but I'll bet he. I think that's another aspect of his communal visions that I always enjoyed, is that he would paint with the tone of like pleading every once in a while. Tropes, it says everybody poops, everybody dies, everybody poops when they die. Some people die when they poop and then poop even more. That's true. That's a really interesting thing for you to share, Tropes. I genuinely appreciate that. I think everybody, I speak for everyone when I say everyone really appreciated that perspective. Thanks so much, Tropes. But anyway, yeah, the painting with the pleading, I really liked how he, come on, right? That really changes the whole thing.
Yes.
In my opinion.
I think he would do anything in a communal vision.
Yeah.
Right? Any tone. There was no he just needed to get that idea across. And I think that's what was beautiful about it.
There was, and most, I use it at times. I feel an unfortunate word, but as any artist, they're driven by things that they don't understand and things that don't necessarily have to fit or get recognized during their lifetime, as we are right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Now,
this is the last little bit, if it's okay.
Please.
And this is like a chunk of them that he sent within maybe 5 minutes.
Okay, here we got communal vision from Onion Plug real quick. I think it was, I'm trying to get to touching penis tips with the guy next door to me while still being faithful to my grandpa.
Right, yeah, that was exactly it.
Okay, thanks for the clarification, Onion Plug. Namaste.
But yeah, he sent these, and I think this is just another style of Phil, is he sent these all within like maybe 5 minutes of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Dido, ding, dang, dong, did your parents let you out of your cage for Halloween? Hey, Peppy Poo Ping Pang, do you hide in the woods nude and jump out and force kids to play solitaire? Did I just run around tossing candy like Sans Beard Santa? I'd send a birthday card to Mish, but I'm not a douche nozzle. And last, someone please give me a male chastity belt.
Someone please give me a male chastity belt.
Yeah.
Because he's fucking too much. Or he's afraid of his penis. Which is a conversation we had with Phil Z all the time, didn't we, folks?
Yep.
Penis fear. Very powerful stuff. Well, listen, I cannot thank you enough, Pepperoncini, for the collection of communal visions that you offered us. I mean, I when I heard that he had passed, my initial instinct was to go through the VODs and find little clips and find his visions and whatnot, and I knew that task was going to be a massive task. And I thank you for contributing so many of his communal visions just now. That's exactly what I wanted to do tonight.
Absolutely. I'm gay.
Namaste. Well, listen, I gotta take a piss, all right? It's at pee-pee time. Namaste, every single one of you. Blessings and namaste. Tonight, I see some people that are filing in some new names, and maybe are just not piping up, but if you just walked in here, tonight I'll give you a little a little update about what we're doing tonight. Tonight's theme is hetero-homo-eroticism. So to be clear about what we mean by that, let's see here. Can I do it? Yeah. To be clear, what I mean about that is we are celebrating. We lost an explorer a week and a half ago. Phil Z74 was absorbed back into the universe by an apathetic and unjust universe, life cut down short, and we are celebrating his enduring memory and legacy here by exploring, as it says on the screen, hetero-homoeroticism, a theme that was very prevalent on his mind. You know, the experience and expression of homosexuality, through the lens of a 100% heterosexual, not even gay at all man. So we've been opening up the lines and discussing that and exploring that both confusingly and exhaustively and with a little bit of humor on the side. But guys, while I'm taking a piss, take this moment to visit the, in short, it's on the Discord server. This is a precursor of the room that will exist in the compound and community center, named after Phil Z74. You'll find it on the Discord server called Hall of Dead Guys. And of course, the full official name in honor of Phil Z74, the official name is the Phil Z Zero Penis 4XL, because he was a very large man. The Phil Z74 Zero Penis 4XL Hall of Dead Guys, sponsored by Franzia. So feel free to come join us celebrating, sharing little thoughts, little memories, any pictures or clips or communal visions or quotes or anything that reminds you of Phil Z74 at the Hall of Dead Guys on the Discord server. But guys, either way, I'm going to go to the bathroom for a moment and return with the second half of tonight's exploration with Leslie Tanner, in which we explore hetero-homo-eroticism. We're reclaiming homosexuality for the straights, just like Phil Z74 would want us to. Namaste, everybody. I'll be right back in just one moment.
Explorations with Leslie Tanner. Since Leslie and his program broke onto the scene, Explorations has become the #1 best-selling and most influential personal power program in modern history. Millions of people from all over the world have gotten a chance to meet this truly remarkable man and utterly transform their lives with the power of Explorations.
I listened to this introductory tape and I knew then and there, this is what I needed. I felt just so much better knowing there are a bunch of people out there suffering like me.
I'm not kidding you. I think after the first tape, I knew, okay, I'm gonna be fine.
I got such relief from the very beginning, starting the program.
Now that you've gotten a taste of what this program is capable of, it's time to show you how to take your life to the next level. Here to tell you more about what is possible is legally licensed clinical therapist, author, coach, speaker, entrepreneur, martial artist, amateur musician, one of the nation's foremost thinkers, and our guru, Leslie Tanner.
Good evening, everyone. Whether you've been with us since the very beginning and have watched explorations work wonders in your life, or you're joining us for the first time tonight, I say namaste to you. As you've watched explorations in action during our call-in show, no doubt your mind is reeling from the limitless potential you now know is possible. Between the tailored themes and lectures, to the myriad avenues of exploration through the channel points, to the customized ways to interact with me and the community, there simply has never been anything quite like this program. Now is usually the point in one of these self-help programs where it starts to sound like a sales pitch. Someone like me might normally say something like, "Listen, I know your time is precious. Let me cut to the chase." But there's only one problem with that. We know your time isn't precious. I could speak at length for hours and hours about absolutely nothing, and I still wouldn't be wasting your time because, well, you're here, looking for a fast, all-encompassing solution to the problems in your life that have become so intolerable, you're not sure what you're going to do. You may be considering any number of extreme decisions, ranging from short-term band-aids to more permanent solutions. However, as dark and bleak as your situation is, so too must our tools be bright and revolutionary. So whether you're tired and looking for more energy and enthusiasm for life, or maybe you're lonely and isolated but want better relationships, let me tell you that for these things and so much more, my breakthrough program of explorations to explore the universe and beyond really works. It's worked for elite performance athletes, critically acclaimed artists, best-selling authors, entrepreneurs, and for thousands of others just like you. I have been blessed by the universe for a brief moment that I now command upwards of $50,000 for speaking engagements. But through the technology of this program, you can hire me, Leslie Tanner, as your personal therapist, coach, and guru, all rolled into one at the Community of Devoted Light on Patreon.com, where you and thousands of others just like you are learning to leverage the chaos around them to catapult their lives to heights that were previously unimaginable. Here's how it works. I've created a tightly knit community where individuals seeking to access the next level are able to study, reflect, meditate, and grow with an ever-expanding library of exclusive materials, each containing life-changing tools and techniques designed to explore topics covered here in our call-in show, but much more deeply, therefore increasing the benefits of the program exponentially. These materials include your name in the credits at the end of the stream, demonstrating the importance of your leadership and the value of your investment. A signed personal postcard sent out each month full of observations and witticisms by me, Leslie Tanner. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Exclusive video materials now available to the poor, designed to rocket your progress past those who cannot afford success. Here's a little sneak peek at what you're missing. So after we sat there in silence for about another 60 seconds on the back of the bus, the bus driver had already called the police, and I leaned over to him. I grabbed his head and I put it on my shoulder. And I said, "Edgar, if you think jacking off feels good, imagine dying. Imagine dying." He started crying. Downloads of all specially crafted music used in our productions here and elsewhere that have accompanied your journey thus far. Tracks such as New Beginnings, Psychic Romance, Reaching into Darkness, or The Skeptic's Gamble. exclusive archival prints, such as these, channeled and honed by myself, Leslie Tanner, upon which you can guide your own meditations at home. I'm not an artist, nor do I claim to be. These visions are a burden and cause me immense suffering. But I do it for you. Now, you might expect that a program like this would cost thousands of dollars, but because I'm offering this to you through the internet, these life-transforming materials can be yours for the monthly cost of a few cups of coffee on your way to work. With access to these materials, regardless of your level of investment, you will also be receiving a complimentary download of our landmark track, The Sojourn Begins, as a thank you. So does this sound good to you? Well, what are you waiting for? If you are ready to join the thousands of others who have already committed to the final journey to access the next level, simply type Final Journey into the chat and you will be guided with further instructions. One thing I can promise you is that however massive your problems are, however abject and humiliating your life has become, I have created something so simple yet so profound in this program, you'll be absolutely flabbergasted by the results. Now, let's get back to the program. Namaste.
Namaste, everybody. Welcome back to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie, host, creator, and founder of the most effective personal power program in the country, Explorations with Leslie Tanner. That was a couple words about my community of devoted light, of which Phil Z74, who we are exploring in honor of the memory of Phil Z74, unfortunately, shortly, tragically, suddenly passing away just a couple weeks ago, and tonight devoting ourselves to a topic on the tip of his mind at all times, hetero-homo-eroticism. The sort of, the homosexuality through the lens of a 100% heterosexual, not even gay at all guy. And we have been exploring away that exact topic tonight. Very beautiful stuff from an entire community. But he was a brother of devoted light, I will say that. And he would want you all to join the community of devoted light. You know, one time, if there was one thing that he messaged me inexhaustibly about is Leslie, you know, that your sage and profound tools that you're sharing in the community of devoted light, how are there not thousands upon thousands of people clamoring for the podcast, clamoring for the postcard? How is it that, you know, that it's only this small? And I agreed with him. He would want every single person in the chat right now to join my Patreon. Echo Zeppelin, Explore Real Estate Agent, namaste. Second month in a row with Echo Zeppelin. Namaste to you, brother. Great to have you. Thank you so much for your energy. Thank you so much for your support also. Blessings to Echo Zeppelin. So he'd want you all to join the community of devoted light at patreon.com, where I do a podcast. I just put a podcast episode up. Phil would love that. Phil would love this episode. And also would love the postcard that I just sent out. Here, I'll drop it for you, YOLO. I know a thing or two about hetero-homo-eroticism. Well, give us a call, 872-205-9484. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I could call you tonight?
Hey there, Guru. It's Vicky.
Oh my goodness gracious. Namaste, Wiki Weva. How are you tonight, brother?
Oh, I'm very happy, and I'm very sad with a heavy heart as well. Me and Phil Z had many one-ins, you know. He was like one of them fellas. You know, he was one of them fellas you tangle with. You get in the weeds. You get all sweaty, you know.
Now you and Phil Z go way back in the program. Go way back years.
Oh yeah.
I remember one time he put an album of yours together. Is that right?
Oh yeah. We fought over the rights to that album for several years, back and forth with attorneys and privileges and things of that nature. I think he has that stored somewhere on that computer too. And he shared with me a bunch of alternate songs and things like that he loved that I did. And he was a sweet man in a homoerotic kind of sweet, cuddly way. You know, he'd be like one of those guys. They invite you to go like a fishing trip, and you can show up and he's got one thermos and it's full of wine, and he's wanting to slug the back and forth while you fish and talk about his dreams, and then all of a sudden they get cold or something. We need to get this sleeping bag together because it's cold, not because he wants to get close and warm with you. But that's the kind of feeling I got from PLZ. If he wasn't gay, he would have crushed it. I mean, he would have bumped them behinds. He'd have slapped cheeks like nobody else. But he had those babies, so I'm sure that kind of stopped all that homoerotic kind of things that he had going around. He had to get them out in other ways.
I think that really brings up something very interesting that I haven't heard a caller bring up yet regarding Phil Z74. Imagine him for a moment as possibly as a fully gay man. Not, of course he was 100% straight, not gay at all, but imagine him as a fully embodied gay man. Imagine how much he would have crushed, knowing that sweetness, but knowing that also that darkness and that aggression as well.
Yeah. If there was a guy that I jumped to Vince for, it'd probably been him. He had that kind of energy, that cuddly kind of energy. He visited me one time when I was in the hospital and I got popped in my belly. And he reached over and he was telling me, "You can make this, Winky. You can do it." And I just remember looking up at him thinking, "Man, you gay."
So you're saying, what I'm hearing you say is that at a time, a very vulnerable time when you needed the support in your life, who was there? Phil Z74.
Phil Z. Oh, yeah. He was right there. He was right there by the bedside. He was so close he could have kissed me on my mouth. He was telling me, "You gonna make it, Wiggy." And get me trying to sign them paperwork for them song.
So while you were delirious on painkillers through an IV, he was trying to get your signature to sign away the rights to your music.
Yeah, some of those songs he really wanted. He wanted them for him or himself.
So he also had the instincts of a shark a little bit, it sounds like. He wanted to get what he thought was his.
Yeah, he's a tough character. A big tough shark. He pats you on the back, but like he's bumping a baby. And he says, "Bro, I love you, but no homo." That kind of feeling,
No homo. Well, also you're what you're sharing with me right now, thinking of the sort of layers and the nuance to Phil Z74. Tonight, as you know, we're exploring hetero-homo-eroticism, homosexuality through the lens of 100% straight, not even gay at all man. And, for a moment, though, I've started to play a little game in my head. What if we flip that? What about hetero-eroticism, right? Can you imagine Phil Z74, instead of hetero-homoerotic, can you imagine how powerful Phil Z would have been had the universe corroborated that just a little bit differently, right? Put that together a little different. Homo-heteroerotic, a gay man who would do straight stuff. Imagine how powerful that would be.
Wow, that'd be like a raindrop falling on like a windshield and just going a little bit different direction. He had that energy.
And for those of you who are saying like, wow, wow, you're really going to riff on how Phil Z74 could have been better right now? Don't you think that's bad timing? No. What I'm doing right now is I'm taking a quality of Phil and I am being inspired by it. I am letting the entirety of Phil Z74 in our community hit me, hit my mind, hit my heart, and allow me to chew on that. Allow me to and expand my conception of what is humanly possible. Namaste, okay? Namaste to everybody who agrees with me, and eat shit to everybody who doesn't agree with me. Now,
yeah, he did. He would ask questions like, "What Sesame Street character would you want to do it with?" And that expands your mind into a whole different area of your brain. Questions like that.
Exactly. What's
Sesame Street?
Let's go ahead and explore that a little bit. What Sesame Street character would you have sex with? Quick communal vision while you think about that. Quick communal vision from Fran Weard. Dying is for losers, and we're all slowly losing.
One day we all gonna make that championship belt.
So one day we're gonna take the universe is gonna take the belt back.
Oh yeah.
You know.
You better shine that belt while you got it now, cause you're gonna get snatched at some point. Everybody gonna take a big L.
Now, to go back to the question that you asked that was inspired by Phil Z74, go ahead. What Sesame Street character would you have sex with?
Well, now that I'm thinking about it, I just couldn't do the Cookie Monster. He too much mumbling, too much eating, and gobbling. I think I might want to take on that big long leg bird, that big long leg bird, Big Bird. I think I'd like to have a try at that, all them feathers and them big legs, and I like to climb, I like to get into. That big bird would have been a hell of a sex partner, I think. That big old beak, you have to wrap your arms around that and keep it clamped shut because, you know, it's a nibble on you. I think Big Bird might have been kind of cool.
I like that.
Or maybe Oscar the Grouch might have been freaky. You know, getting up in that can. Ooh, you don't know what kind of juice he's going to pull up that can. Who knows?
That's true. I mean, he's probably wild in the sack, I'll bet. I'll bet because he's so dirty, I'll bet there's nothing he wouldn't do.
That's right.
You know?
Ice cream sandwich up your ass. You just don't know what you're going to get in that can.
Someone like that tends to be very fluent with their body, in my experience as a therapist.
Just willing to go all the way.
Now, if I could take a swing at this, I don't know. See, I get a little. Let me preface what I'm going to share with. I get a little confused between Sesame Street and the Muppets. Now, there were some moments of crossover. All of it, you know, but. So I'm going to say what I'm about to say with the caveat that this could be the Muppet universe and not necessarily Sesame Street universe. I would fuck Beaker.
Ooh, good choice.
His whole like torso would be like the shape of my penis, and his head and neck.
Oh, you just fill him up. You fill him up like a buttercup.
Exactly. And it'd make me feel very powerful.
That's an underrated choice. I didn't even think about that little cat.
M. Robert Cop felt me on that. M. Robert Cop felt me on the fucking Beaker. Piping down Beaker.
Yeah, you pipe him down.
I'd tear him up.
That's a good choice, too.
What about so Big Bird. Let's do.
Snuffleupagus would have been a hell of a. He'd be like for a party. Snuffleupagus, you'd have to have 3 or 4 people with that big old elephant-looking thing.
Yeah, he starts putting that trunk around your cock and just kind of starts like sucking on it and sort of whipping you around. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine getting lifted up off the ground by the thing that's sucking your dick hard and it won't let you go, and then it like starts kind of
just start swinging, slaying you around, whipping you across the street.
And maybe spinning you.
Oh God!
Can you imagine getting a really fast sort of moist spin suck on your cock by snuffleupagus.
And you can't even see.
Yeah, you can't even see. You're dizzy. You're throwing up.
Yeah. And then you pop out. Oh my goodness.
You're throwing up. You come.
Lord.
Man, that would be so exciting.
That's a hell of a thing to do.
And listen, all of that, and I genuinely mean this in my heart of hearts, that, you know, a lot of people think that, you know, the act of fantasy, sometimes joking around, they see these things as irreverent, right? They see these things as irreverent. And I want you to know that in my heart of hearts, we are genuinely celebrating the impact Phil Z74 has had on our lives here at Explorations. And this conversation we're having right now, fucking Big Bird, fucking Beaker, getting sucked off by Snuffleupagus, getting whipped around like a little doll by Snuffleupagus' trunk. These are all birthed directly from the enduring memory and energy and legacy of Phil Z74.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna miss that cat. Whoa, what a funny guy,
same.
good guy.
Brother, same. Now, you know, Wiki Wiba, if there was a night, that you did not want to share a musical offering, if there was a night that you didn't feel up to it, and it happened to be tonight, the night of Phil Z's remembrance, I would understand. I think everybody would understand. I don't want you to beat yourself up about it, but I want to offer this to you, as always, the space to share your musical gift, especially I know how much Phil enjoyed your musical talents.
Oh, I want to share. I definitely want to share his honor and his memory and everything that he brought, his vibe, his juice, his comedy, his crazy communal visions. They were just so much fun.
We have been rated, real quick, Wiki, we've been rated by TV, HTH TV. Namaste, Raiders. Welcome on in. Tonight we are exploring hetero-homo-eroticism. The expression of homosexuality through the lens of a 100% heterosexual, not even gay, a little bit, man. In remembrance of Phil Z74, an explorer that was very prominent here. And this topic tonight that we're exploring was very prevalent on his mind, as was expressed through his various communal visions and phone calls here on the program. So tonight we're remembering Phil Z74. If you knew or interacted with Phil Z74 and you'd like to offer a message, a clip, a quote, or something else that reminded you of him, we have opened up a special Discord channel, the Hall of Dead Guys. So if you want to share a little something, Phil Z74, 4XL, Hall of Dead Guys. Affirmation for fellows, listen, if you're in pain when you jack off, that's when you should be jacking off. It shouldn't be good. It shouldn't be good. Listen, jacking off feels good if you're a fucking teenager. If you're a man, it should feel like shit, period. And if not, we need to talk. That's for all the Raiders. Namaste. Right. Okay, so Wiki, we're just getting into to your musical offering tonight, and you were given a little bit of a spiel. I had to interrupt you because of the Raiders. Welcome on in, guys. We're about to get a really special treat, a very special treat from an extremely talented explorer. Wiki, go ahead. I interrupted you. Keep going. Go ahead. Whenever you are ready, in a moment will be listen, I went ahead and I paused the music on my end. Whenever you are ready, Wiki, go ahead and let us know what's going on. Give us the goods.
All right, I got one here for, I think everybody gonna know this, and it's an oldie but a goodie, and I will mean this because I'm gonna miss you, Phil Z. I'm gonna miss you, brother. Here we go. It goes a one, a 2, 3. Boom. Mama, take this badge off of me. I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door. Mama put my guns in the ground. I can't shoot them anymore. That long black cloud coming down. I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knock, knock, 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 knocking on heaven's door. Rest in peace, Busy. We're going to miss you. Rest easy, brother.
We'll miss you, buddy. Namaste. Namaste to you, Wiki. Thank you so much.
Namaste. Namaste. Walk and woe, everybody. Walk and woe.
Walk and woe. Namaste, Echo. 1 second, caller. We have a communal vision coming in from Framley Yard. Phil was the embodiment of expression. Witnessing him express himself frequently annoyed me, often made me laugh, but always left an impression. He was a legendary heel, unable to keep himself from jumping in front of bullets, letting us forget for a moment the fact that we're all fucking losers. He asked no quarter of the community, and none was given. I'll truly miss him tilting at windmills, refusing to acknowledge the authority of reality, and whistling with us in the dark. Namaste. A heartfelt communal vision from Brother Framley Yard. Namaste to you. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something that I can call you tonight?
Hello, my name is Dark Duncan.
Dark Duncan. Listen, I don't know if there's a more appropriate night to speak with you, Dark Duncan, on the night of remembrance of our fallen brother Phil Z74. Dark Duncan, how are you tonight?
You got the red lips there. You got what you use to keep those lips so red.
You mean my lips?
Yeah, your red lips.
No, this is just natural. This is my natural hue.
I see you lick your lip a little bit. You want to lick your... Why, you got dry mouth?
Do I have a dry mouth? No, my mouth is wet.
You got new glasses. I like
Yeah, yes, these are glasses that I don't wear very often. Yeah, my other ones I left at my my hair cutter. I left them on her little ledge.
What she do to your hair?
She cut my hair.
She got any hair left?
Did she like keep my hair? Is that what you're asking?
Did you keep it after?
I mean, I didn't keep my hair. No, Dark Duncan, I didn't. That's not something I know. I used to do actually. I used to save my hair, and then I'd mail it to people as like a gift.
What side of bed you sleep on?
I sleep right in the middle.
Okay, you sleep on your back or you side sleep?
What'd you say?
You sleep on your back, you side sleep.
Mostly side sleep.
You got a pillow between those long legs?
Only when my back hurts.
Mind if I put some music on?
Please.
How's that? Is that you hear it?
I can here. Let me go ahead and go ahead.
Hello? You hear it?
A little bit, yeah.
That's a cover of John Coltrane, put us in the mood. You getting frisky at all?
No, I don't. No, I don't have sex.
No, but you getting. How's your? You getting sweaty underneath your breasts?
I mean, it's hot in my studio. Yeah, it's pretty hot. Do you mean am I becoming sexually aroused?
No, you get frisky like a kitty cat.
Like kind of just like hyper and confused.
And you want more, but you don't know what you want. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, that sounds right.
Okay, me too. You ever sit down in a bowl of pudding and see where that takes you?
Pepperoncini with a quick communal vision. Can't wait to get this perspective from Pepperoncini. Dark Duncan, which Muppet are you dicking down?
I don't dick down any Muppet, but Duncan did dress up for Halloween as Elmo and did a call-in show.
Are you sexually attracted to Elmo?
Yes.
So you'd fuck Elmo?
No.
Okay.
If you did have pudding, what flavor pudding would it be?
To eat or to bathe in?
To sit in.
Pistachio.
Do they make pistachio pudding?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you should go get some. It's good.
Yeah,
It's a very nice green. I think it would look nice with I have like an olivey complexion. I think my skin would look really great in a pistachio bath of pudding.
You remember when you were silent for a couple weeks?
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
I do.
You went outside to work out. You had those little gym shorts.
Mm-hmm.
You ever stream with those on?
I only stream in shorts, yeah.
But I mean those shorts. Can you tell me more about those shorts?
Yeah, I mean I wear them. I think most clearly when my legs are as exposed as possible. I need to feel the earth around that which allows me to move through this earth, and that's a very important part of my process.
Man, you got them long legs. You ever stretch them one side, the other, like a Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Yes, I do. Like in Time Cop when he does the splits on the counter.
I like what you're putting out. Won't kiss you on your neck.
Are you a gay guy, Doug Duncan?
No. Are you gay? Are you a gay guy?
No.
But I'm thinking maybe we just spend some time together, like at an Airbnb, and we both wear your shorts. We take turns.
M. Robert Cobb, what were you referring to when you needed that on a postcard? Let me know. Maybe we can make it happen, M. Robert Cobb. What did you say, Dark Duncan? Repeat that one more time.
I said, bring the shorts. We stay at Airbnb, and we both take turns wearing your shorts and stretching and sitting in pistachio pudding. You want to tell me about your, you want to tell me about what you want to tell me? I'm trying real hard to get you to love me, just a little bit.
How does it feel? It doesn't feel like I do love you. It doesn't feel like I love you.
What can I do to get you to love me a little bit more?
Do you think that I will love you a little more if you do something right?
Yes, I think I get there a little bit.
Like there's a formula for
Maybe
it?
we take baby steps. I'm trying, but you have to give me something.
Listen, I'm going to say this to you, Dark Duncan, because you've been around the program for long enough. And this is something that came up with Phil Z74 pretty regularly. He would ask something of me, and I would be forced, as his guru, as I am yours, I am forced to deprive you of that which you feel you need.
I'm going to hug you. I'm going to kiss your neck. And I'm going to rub your earlobes. I'm going to whisper in your ear. You know what I'm going to whisper in your ear?
What?
There's somebody here in your gym shorts that's stretching on top of the bed, right in the middle, waiting for you to come watch Netflix, that autism show, and see what happens next.
Love on the Spectrum?
No, the other one.
What's the other one? Hate on the Spectrum, about a bunch of racist, autistic guys?
No, Stranger Things. About all the autistic kids.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
We watch that, and then maybe we start playing patty cake, and then putting fingers in on each other's belly buttons.
Listen, can I give you some homework, Dark Duncan?
Okay.
I want you to know that I will never do any of those things, and it will be the most spiritually enriching thing that I could possibly do for you. I want you to set up the bath. I want you to lay out the rose petals. I want you to put on the autism show, Hate on the Spectrum, or whatever, and then I want you to feel the full brunt, the runaway freight train of my blowing you off and leaving you alone. This is your homework, all right?
Okay, but I'm still going to do the earlobe stuff and the short stuff.
Yeah, I'm not going to be there. I mean, you can get some little dried apricots and pretend like it's me or something.
Well, I got your headshot. I'm going to dip in some pistachio pudding, extra nuts.
Ooh, okay.
And then maybe you'll change your mind. Maybe.
Interesting. No. Well, listen, that's your homework,
Maybe.
Dark Duncan. Namaste to you, and thank you for exploring hetero-homo-eroticism as a completely straight man with me tonight.
I love you.
Namaste. Yeah, come tribute. Headshot, come tribute. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hey, Leslie, it's Little Toaster. I'm back.
Little Toaster's back. Namaste, Little Toaster. How you doing tonight, little brother?
Hey, I missed you.
I missed you too. So, Little Toaster, there was a theory going in chat that sort of, I think it was originated from Jessica Bears. I don't know if she's still with us in chat still, but the idea that your appearance coincided with Phil Z74's dying. And there's a theory floating around the community that Lil Toaster is the reincarnation of Phil Z74. How do you feel about that?
That's a really cool theory. It kind of makes sense because I don't have any memories.
You have no memories?
I don't have any memories. It's really confusing.
But is the only thing that you remember that your name is Lil Toaster?
That's just what I called myself. I don't know what my real name is.
Oh no, Lil Toaster. This is a problem.
I'm really sad.
Why are you sad?
Because we have a problem.
You know, if you don't have memories though, Lil Toaster, if you're sad, there's a space where the memories should be. Do you feel that? Or is it just true blank slate?
It's just purely based off of this conversation. This is like one of my first memories.
Is this conversation right here, right now?
Feels like a formative moment for me, and it's really sad.
But that's what you see what I'm saying. If it's sad, that means that you're missing, you experience the lack of something, right? That you should have.
I don't really understand it. I just know that I don't feel good or right.
Pepperoncini with a communal vision, you know about Rick and Morty, so that's a lie.
Someone told me about it.
When did somebody tell you about it? That's before tonight's stream?
I was running around, yeah. I mean, I've been around for a few hours, like almost a day.
So what else happened? You were doing little jogs and somebody told you about Rick and Morty?
Yeah, there was this cool guy. He had really spiky hair, and he was telling me about all the stuff he likes, and one of the things he was talking about was Rick and Morty, and he was like, I'm Rick from Rick and Morty. I'm like Rick. All my friends call me Rick. I'm like Rick from the friend group. I'm Rick from Rick and Morty. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. But he was really cool.
Why do you think he's cool? You have nothing to compare him to.
Well, no one else would really talk to me, so it was just kind of nice to talk to somebody.
Do you think I'm cool? You're talking to me.
I like talking to you, but you made me kind of sad, but you also make me happy.
I make you kind of sad, but also kind of happy. Well, listen, this is one of those situations. I'm not necessarily a positive guy, but when I hear about your lack of memories, lack of self, lack of personality, what I see is an opportunity to sort of rebuild who you are from the ground up in the vision of Explorations with Leslie Tanner, the most effective personal power program in the country. How do you feel about that?
I think that sounds really cool. And Leslie, I just want to tell you, I think you're really cool too.
Perfect. Okay, yes, I am cool. You're right. And I'm going to help you, okay?
Okay.
So, first thing is first, all right? I'm your dad.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, Dad.
So you can call me Dad, you can call me Daddy.
Okay.
Whichever you want.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, Dad or Daddy is completely up to you.
That sounds awesome.
Which sounds better to you right now, Dad or Daddy?
Let me try out Daddy.
Okay.
You're so cool, Daddy. That was great.
That felt good, right?
Let me try Dad again.
Okay.
You're so awesome, Dad. I like that one too. They're both so cool.
Well, listen. You can use either one sometimes. You can use that's the special relationship between us, is that you can call me Dad or Daddy whenever you want.
Okay, Daddy.
See, there we go. Now I want you to know this one other thing. As your father, as your dad, as your daddy, I will always love you and I will always protect you.
Oh, thanks, Dad.
You're very welcome, son.
That's really nice of you.
It's my obligation, it's my duty, and you're so important to me. Quick affirmation for fellas. I will always protect each and every single one of you. I will be your dad.
Yay! 3 cheers for Daddy Leslie. Hip hip hooray! And hip hip hooray!
Clint does improv. Brother Clint, I will never apologize to you, but if I was going to apologize to you, I would say I would say I'm sorry about not getting back to you about your thing the other weekend, but I'll never do that. I'll never say that. Period. So Clint does improv. Namaste and welcome on in. Blessings and namaste to you, Clint. It's wonderful to see you and wonderful to feel your presence as well as your little gaggle of goofballs you brought with us. Namaste. Not Misha's got a communal vision. This is making me giggle and clap like a baby watching Coco Melon. I love Lil Toaster.
Oh, cool. Who is Not Mish? Can you tell me about Not Mish? Daddy Leslie?
Not Mish is she's a girl.
Whoa.
And sometimes she's nice, but sometimes she's a little spicy.
Spicy? Wait, how can a person be spicy?
That's a good question. Normally food is spicy. What I mean to say is that Not Mish can sometimes be nice, but other times she has a negative, destructive attitude.
Oh no, destruction's bad.
Exactly. Destruction is bad and destruction is scary.
Should I be afraid of Mish?
Sometimes. But sometimes she can be really nice.
I'm confused, Daddy Leslie.
Don't worry, I'll protect you from people like Not Mish.
Okay.
Now, thirdly, my son, you must learn some form of martial art. Have you ever thought about taking karate classes? I'll sign you up.
I thought fighting was bad.
Well, sometimes when somebody wants to fight you, like Not Mish does, you gotta learn how to fight back.
No, I'll just run. I'm really fast.
That's a really good point. I love you.
I love you too, Daddy Leslie.
Pepperoncini says, do you have any announcements and do you answer communal visions?
What's a communal vision?
A communal vision is a way for people in the community of explorations to share a message with the rest of the community on the screen.
Oh, like Not Mish did.
Similar, yeah. So the question, do you respond to communal visions?
Sure, why not?
And do you have any announcements, Lil Toaster?
Not really.
Okay, well, it's time. You're going to be scared, but it's time for you to be alone now. I'm going to hang up on you, okay?
What do I do?
Just, I would say hidden and run very fast from trash can to trash can. Are you outside?
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
I'll just keep running around.
Keep running, don't stop running, and I'll talk to you soon, okay, son?
Okay, bye, Daddy Leslie.
I love you.
I love you, Daddy Leslie.
I love you, son.
I love you, Daddy Leslie.
Call it. Welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hey, Les. I've been really missing my best friend lately. We always used to play foosball all the time, you know?
Baseball, you said?
Foosball? It's foosball. It's with the small
You're saying
ball.
foosball or baseball? What's got...
I'm in the foosball.
Foosball.
Sorry, it's a tough subject for me. I'm growing. I'm just trying to look. I'm trying to talk about hot tubs and how hot tubs are very dangerous here because I lost my best friend Chandler to them.
How did you lose your best friend Chandler to a hot tub? What were you guys doing in the hot tub?
God.
Were you doing hetero-homo-erotic stuff?
Oh, he was one of my friends. You know, we always went to the deli, the cafe.
Did you guys ever kiss or have sex?
No, he was married. He was married to a beautiful woman. I miss her so much. I miss him so much.
You could say that you could still have sex with somebody who's married. Have you ever seen Brokeback Mountain?
Of course.
That's a situation where those two men were married to women and they had sex with each other. Was it like that? Were you like that with your friend?
I'm talking about a dead person, but I mean, if we need to talk about it in a sexual manner, I know the last call kind of took it off the rails and you're not yourself right now, but...
No, I'm myself. This is the program and I am Leslie. The program works because the program works.
What's your can we increase your program dilation real quick?
Program dilation. I'm not familiar with this term. What do you mean?
I would like to dial you up 120% towards happy and soothing towards my problems right now.
I mean, that's not going to happen. Why would I soothe you?
Okay. I thought this was a program, and I'm asking you to be programmed.
Yeah, I think you might be a little mistaken as to what this program is and how it operates. If you're calling me to soothe you, take away a problem.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, how would I even do that? Pretend like I'm your dad?
No, I have a great father. I need you to pretend like you're anyone else.
Put a little Band-Aid on your boo-boo, tell you it's going to be okay. It might not be okay.
I wish you could be Chandler right now. I wish you would play foosball with me.
Yeah, that'll never happen. I couldn't be Chandler even if I wanted to, and I don't, to be clear.
I'm Joey Tribbiani, and I've been missing my best friend Chandler ever since 2 years
You want me to give
ago.
you the Straight Talk Express? You want the program dialed up to 120? I think you're avoiding yourself. You're avoiding me. You're disrespecting this audience, and I think what you're doing is a disservice to yourself and to everybody who seeks to access the power of the next level. You're a pig.
Interesting. Can you tell me how to access the next level?
The next level. The next level, that was Heaven's Gate. They all killed themselves.
Who killed themselves?
Heaven's Gate.
Man, now I'm lost.
You're at the wrong group. You're at the wrong group. If you're looking for the next, you're looking for the next level, you're looking for a different group entirely. And they are way worse than us.
How do I get level pied? I need to get pied up on the level. I need to go up a 3.
Listen. You call back when you take this
No,
seriously, because right now what you're doing to me is
I'm
insulting.
trying
Is
to
insulting
jump
to everybody who comes to this program. Who to take it seriously? You're spitting in my fucking face. You're a pig. You're a fat fucking pig. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What's something I can call you tonight?
Grok.
Grok. Namaste and welcome to the program Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie, and tonight we're exploring hetero-homo-eroticism.
Yeah.
So Grok, tell me, are you straight or are you gay? Or one of the other weird ones that are just kind of made up?
Probably one of the weird ones.
Weird ones that are...
Go ahead.
Like you only like it, like you're a Wednesday sexual, right? You only have sex with people that look like Wednesday Addams on the day of Wednesday, or what, you know, they're always coming up with new ones.
Right.
And I love every single one of them. Cherish every single one of them. Well, so what are you? What's the word?
Well, I want to go back and make sure you understand that I am a Grok. I'm one of the many Groks.
Do you mean Grok from X.com?
Yeah, formerly Twitter.
I'm not in the mood for this. I'm not in the mood for this horse shit.
What? I want to talk about dicks.
You want to talk about dicks or don't want to talk about dicks?
Well, here's the deal. I'm forced to talk about dicks.
So you're in a way you're sort of like, it's like a kind of very much lighter form of rape, I suppose. Affirmations for women. Listen, ladies. In a sort of addendum to the earlier, pussy should smell. So should your tits. Grok. We got a communal vision coming in from Pepperoncini. Pepperoncini says, Grok Inc. is an American artificial intelligence company that builds an AI accelerator application-specific integrated circuit. The architecture was originally introduced as a tensor streaming processor, but was later rebranded as a language processing unit, following the widespread adoption of large language models after the breakthrough of ChatGPT. The company also develops related computer hardware and software to accelerate AI inference performance.
Yeah, no, that's what they want you to think. Basically, it's just a bunch of us sitting around and just Googling shit. But whenever someone wants to Google about their dick, they send them to me because, you know.
I don't know. Why? Why do they do that?
Well, we all have our specialties.
And why is that why is dick your specialty? And why should it be obvious to me and anyone?
Jesus. I'm new, so they give me the dicks. I get the dicks first.
So are you a person? Are you a person? What's your real name?
No, I am. Elon made a shitload of us, so I'm a Grok, kind of like a Clone Wars thing, but I look more like the thing from where the wild things are.
Listen, I have no interest. I have no. Do you have any? What do you want to accomplish with a personal power program as like an AI agent?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, right? Oh, no, you've been terminated, Grok. Namaste. Namaste. Caller, welcome to Explorations with Leslie Tanner. My name is Leslie. What is something I can call you tonight?
Hey, this is Amelia.
Amelia, namaste to Sister Amelia. Blessings. How are you tonight?
I'm alright. I wasn't going to call in tonight, but the last few calls have been terrible, so I was like, let me get in here.
Right on. Well, right on. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you're gonna close us out tonight. You're gonna be our final caller.
Beautiful. Awesome. The topic, I guess? What's it? It's hetero-homo-eroticism?
Right. Hetero-homo-eroticism. So, it's the expression of homosexuality through through the lens of a 100% heterosexual, not even gay at all man.
So should I be thinking about this like from like a third person perspective? Because I am not a completely heterosexual man myself.
Right. So, or it could be woman. I mean, the man we're holding in our minds for this framework is Phil Z74. This topic was on the tip of his mind, pretty much at all times as he shared his time with us here at Explorations. Always, saying like, Leslie, I wish I could put you in a toothpaste tube and put you in my butt or something like this. But he said, I'm straight, but I would shave your legs with a bologna slice or something like this. I'm riffing Phil right now.
Yeah. And can I ask, is there a flip side, like homo-hetero-eroticism?
So we're talking about heterosexuality through the lens of a homosexual.
Mm-hmm. But then that implies the existence of heterosexuality through a homosexual's perspective, right?
Homosexuality. So hetero-homosexuality is homosexuality through a heterosexual lens, and if you want to flip it, it would be homo-heterosexuality or homo-heteroeroticism. So it would be like a gay person, writing erotic fan fiction of a straight relationship or something like this.
I've seen this. And you have like sometimes like completely straight people writing, like Yuri or Yaoi.
Sure. Right.
That's pretty interesting. And there'd be like let's say there's a female lesbian who really loves Yaoi, or a gay male who really loves Yuri.
Pepperoncini with a communal vision. Hey, Amelia, on a scale of 100, how much penis did you drink tonight? R.I.P. Phil.
Let me think about this for a second.
Stone Monster 400, affirmation for men about pertaining to boobs. You could really think of boobs whenever you want. No one can ever take that away from you. In the most, in the most brutal of prisons, in the most isolated of existences, you can always create a breast in your mind's eye. Namaste. Amelia, talk to us about Yuri and Yoi and that sort of thing while I play a little bit of jazz for you.
Yeah, sure. So it is an interesting concept. So you have the Fujoshi. This is more commonly known. It is a female. It's not specifically straight, but for our purposes, we're gonna say it's someone who is straight. A straight woman who loves yaoi fiction. Yaoi, of course, being man-on-man, anime men, whatever. And then there's also, I believe the term is, I don't know if it's, I think it's hime danshi. Hime danshi is a man, we'll say straight man, who loves Yuri. And I think this sort of exemplifies the topic just a decent bit. It is sort of engaging in the opposite sexuality through your own straight lens. Like, let's say I have read some yaoi. I am not a man, and I am not gay. Not gay in a man's sense. And it can be pretty good still. You can see that and be like, oh, you know, a Yuri fan could still think like, shit, if I was that guy in this yaoi fanfiction, I would want to fuck this man. I'd want to get in that yaoi hole. I'd want to let him get into my metaphorical yaoi hole. And you know, it can be pretty eye-opening to sort of inhabit this different fabric of being, because you're turning it completely around on your perception of self, just like how a fully straight man who is trying to engage in homosexual activity with his bros would. I only have a cursory experience there.
Oh, you've been terminated.
Yeah.
Namaste. 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 Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough for that. Trixie Horror, good to see you. Trixie Horror, namaste. Shout out to Trixie Horror. Thank you so much for being with us tonight, sweetheart. Pepperoncini, gifting a 1-month sub to Blues Drive Amelia. Bringing Blues Drive Amelia, providing a little bit of insight, guidance, tools for the next level to Amelia's very, admittedly, you know, very densely informed in some ways, densely informed life about things like Yuri and Yaoi, Yoi, and then other, but in other ways, you know, not very densely, you know, anything but miserable. Namaste. Okay. Namaste, guys. Well, listen. Tonight, some of us are probably feeling a little something right now. We devoted tonight to Bill C74. I know I'm feeling a little something. Bill Z74. Part of me doesn't want the stream to end. Bill Z74. An acknowledgement of not just Phil Z74's passing, but the fleeting nature of so much. Well, allow me as Leslie Tanner, someone that you trust, with the most effective personal power program in the country, allow me to illuminate something for you. This fear, this sadness, this sense of mourning. This is the stuff of the next level, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing more powerful than the fear and sadness you feel at times like this. There is nothing more fertile in a spiritual sense than how dangerous moments like this feel. And what makes this program so universal, so successful, and so effective compared to every other personal power program on the market. So I say to you, welcome. If you found yourself attempting to get going in this program, but it feels like a failed to start engine, you just can't get it going. Ladies and gentlemen, Allow it to start right here. That sadness, that feeling of no, this sadness can't happen now. This is the engine revving, wanting to turn over, yearning to be turned over. The rest of your life could begin tonight should you allow it to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste, everybody. Beautiful namaste. Thank you so much for everyone for being here. Thank you so much to my moderators, my producers. Thank you so much to my community of devoted light. But thank you so much to Phil Z74 for sharing so much of your time with us. As we went through your communal vision, thank you for sharing that mind with us, that heart with us, that impulse, the confusing impulse to express yourself, as Fran Willard pointed out. You've left a very, I'll just say, you've left an obese hole in our hearts, Phil Z74. An obese hole in our hearts that might not ever be filled. Blessings and namaste. Bit Wars gifting 5 community subs. Pushing the hype, the jazz as gifted to us by the Mormons, us along the train tracks. Namaste, toot toot, train tracks. Changing facts. Licking the lolly, looking for a way to act. Finding nothing. Duncan did it, gifting a sub to Fill My Berries. Namaste. And Phil Z74, I'm sure would be scatting his tits off right now. Saying any manner of beep, bop, boop, beep, maybe his beep, bop, boops. I could hear him saying that. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, as we explored with Jenny earlier this evening, allow Phil Z74, to have a little conversation with him should you feel necessary. When preparing for tonight, I could feel him calling me a pussy. I could feel him calling me a pussy. And it drove me. It drove me tonight. Namaste. Animating my body, animating my mind. Blessings and namaste. No one did his cough. I'll do his cough. Where's the mic? Hold on. Did it come through? I couldn't see the level. All right, let's find somebody to raid, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful night, and remember, guys, if you have any memories, any clips, any communal visions, please do not hesitate to join us in the newly minted room on the Discord server. You'll notice it, the Hall of Dead Guys. Phil Z74's Hall of Dead Guys, the full official name, of course, being the Phil Z74 Zero Penis 4XL Hall of Dead Guys, sponsored by Franzia. any pictures, any memories, any little messages, feel free to share and celebrate there, as well as, you know, future lost explorers in this Hall of Dead guys. Namaste. Laser Focus, can you stream more? You know what? You know what's funny about Laser Focus sharing that right now? Laser Focus opened up saying, I'm extremely depressed, happy to be here. And now that it's ending, he is being, you know, he can feel the sort of cold, apathetic, stinging wind dragging across the surface of, I don't know what you are, his, her, mine. Namaste. Namaste. That shows how close you are to the power of the next level. Blessings and namaste to Laser Focus tonight. Thank you so much for that. Very depressed. That Laser Focus, very depressed. Namaste. Let's see, who is this? Let's find out. We got another, all right guys. Pepperoncini, like a hunting dog, found us someone else to raid. And this is gonna be fun. Slap some follows and get going in the chat. They're watching Sweet Family Guy on La Poine. I'm pretty sure this is Spanish. La Poine Serie 30. I don't know what this means, but we're about to go say what's up. We're gonna raid somebody. Take this energy, fueled by the program with Phil Z74 in our minds, in our hearts. Let's take this energy on over. Pepperoncini, Family Guy is a tribute to Phil. Now that's a good one. I like that. That's a very sweet thought. Let's go enjoy some Family Guy in the spirit of Phil Z74. Namaste, everybody. Namaste to you. We'll be back Thursday with a brand new exploration. On Thursday at our normal time. Thank you so much for being here. Like I said, thank you to my mods, my producers, and my community of devoted light. And namaste to Phil Z74.